dogs of Everglades, Florida. Happy Friday. Baby. Baby, I like that. So good morning, everyone. Obviously, I have Mario in the car. We are on our way to Southeast Veterinary Neurology. Mario is on his way for his 61st cytosar treatment for his autoimmune MUE that he was diagnosed with over 3.5 years ago. Was only supposed to be with me maybe 2 years if I was lucky, and we have surpassed the 3.5 year mark. Get down, please. Thank you. Thank you. Last time we were there, they did notice a slight deficit in his left back leg. His left back leg has been the weakest since the beginning. As far as when they do the neurologic tests, the menace response tests, when they flip their paws over and see how long it takes them to respond to put them back in the right position. His left back leg has always been slower than the rest. That's kind of been like that since the beginning. But the last go around, there was really kind of a lag in it, which was a little concerning. So I'm curious to see what they think about it today. There's also 2 more things that I really want them to pay close attention to this morning. One, it's got a little bit more of a head tilt in recent days than usual. And I also want them just to take a look at his eye. They've got better instruments where they can take a really close look at his eye and just make sure that there's nothing going on there. Which I hope there isn't. He is on the drops for that eye to prevent any future ulcers. You guys might remember he's had to be at the eye specialist a couple of times because he had 2 rounds of getting an ulcer in that eye, and it is his only good eye. It's the only eye that works. It's the only eye he can see out of, which is the right one. So I just want them to take a quick look at his eye and see if they see anything or notice anything starting, in which case I would have to take him to the eye specialist and have it addressed. I'm hoping I'm just being overprotective helicopter mom and that they find nothing. But since they did tell me about the deficit in his leg, hey, mister, take down. Mario. Hey. This way. That's not for you, but at least it'll get your attention. Since they told me about the deficit in his leg, of course, I've been kind of hawkeyeing him, and every little thing that I think may be a little bit different, because we did change the way that he gets his treatments 3 rounds ago. Instead of the actual infusion, he gets them subcutaneously, which is much easier on him. It's a much shorter day for him. I don't have to have him there till a little bit later in the morning, like 8:30, and he is like ready to be picked up by 4. So it is a much shorter day for him. It is a much easier treatment for him than having to have the infusion and the IVs placed in his legs. And so I'm hoping that he checks out today and everything is fine and golden, because we did discuss if he is kind of sliding, then we may have to switch him back to the infusion, or we may have to bump up his pred for a few weeks and see if that makes a difference. He is still on prednisone daily. He gets 2 milligrams of pred every day. So that might be an option too. We may bump it up for a few weeks just to get him back where he needs to be, and then drop it back down. But again, I'm hoping that it is just a mom's overactive OCD helicopter paranoia, basically, and that they call me after they examine him and say, no, he's fine, he's great. That's my hope. That's my wish for today. I don't know if anybody's asking any questions. If you are, I cannot see them, obviously, because I am driving. Mario, are you trying to get comfortable? Trying to get comfortable back there and take a nap. Yeah, so I am really hoping that today goes okay. If anybody has any questions about anything, or if you're new and you don't know what's going on with Mario, you can of course ask them in the comment section, and when I am stopped, when I get home after dropping him off and I can actually sit down and take a look, I can answer. Obviously I'm driving now, so I can't even see if anybody is commenting or is watching at the moment. But I, of course, always want to take you guys along with me with Mario. I know you don't get to see him as often as you used to, since I left the rescue as an employee. Still very much part of the rescue, of course. It's in my blood, it's in my heart and soul. I started with 100 Plus 12 years ago, so it was not an easy decision by any stretch of the imagination to leave as an employee, only as an employee. But it was something that was just a necessity. I really kind of had no choice. But I still very, very much am a part of the rescue. I love the rescue. I love the mission. I love everything that we've done and continue to do. I love all of those dogs with my whole heart, and I miss them terribly. Getting settled into a new job has been, and a new routine has been a little rough, so I've only been able to get up there once. But I do plan on getting up there this month again to see Sam and Sue and Blake and Chewy and Princess and all the other babies. Yes, I really do miss them. They're such a big part of my life for years. And Mario, obviously, is a huge part of my life still, as he lives with me. He is my forever foster. And I know I only kind of have been updating him in the car on the way into from appointments, because I'm not at the rescue every day, and it's not, easy for me to just hop on and do a video. So I apologize for that. I will try to do maybe some other videos guys a little snippet of him in his just daily life, just enjoying his life, because he is a very happy little guy. Despite having to go through treatments and his diagnosis, he is just a very happy little guy. He's super affectionate, super loving, super silly, super bossy. Bosses around his big brothers. He steals bones, Benny bones and antlers right from their mouths when they're chewing on them. He's got no fear. Not that they would do anything to him, but he's like a little mini tank, basically. He just pushes his weight around. When his brother Cloud is drinking out of the water bowl, he comes flying across the room and headbutts him out of the water bowl so that he can have the water instead. He's a funny little guy, and he is really enjoying his life despite everything that has been dealt to him. So maybe I'll start doing little videos of him at home so that you guys can see. But we are, sorry, I'm kind of losing my voice. We are almost to our exit. So, of course, I'm going to let everybody know that the donate button is on this video, as well as all of the links in the verbiage to donate, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, our mailing address. And if you would like to make a donation towards Mario's treatment today, towards his ongoing medical care, to ensure that he stays here as long as possible and happy and healthy and enjoying his life. It is these treatments that make that possible, and they are quite costly for our organization. He has to have them every 3 weeks, and he's had them every 3 weeks for 3.5 years now. He's also on his daily prednisone. He's on eye drops. He's got to take blood tests every once in a while. He's got to make some other trips to the vet, like the eye doctor, which I am hoping and praying they don't tell me today that I need to make another appointment for him with the eye specialist. But those are things that just kind of pop up from time to time. So we would be very appreciative and very grateful if you would make us a donation, a small donation, any donation. Every dollar counts towards keeping this boy safe and happy. Right, buddy? Hey, buddy? That's my misser. That's my misser back there. Alright, guys, I am getting off the exit now. Once again, thank you all so very much for your continued love and support for Mario, for our organization, for everything that we do. We truly could not do this without you. I mean, it really is. It's all about you guys. You guys are the ones that make this happen. So, thank you. And as always, when I pick him up later today, I will jump on and do a little update and let everybody know what the doctor says. Hopefully it is all good news. But I will absolutely keep you guys in the loop. And like I said earlier, if anybody has any questions, if anybody is new and doesn't understand Mario's condition or anything like that, or has any questions, just pop them in the comment section. And when I get back home and have a chance to sit down and take a look, I can answer them there.